A firefighter accidentally fell and dislocated his arm. Although the injury wasn't serious after treatment, he was extremely anxious. It turned out that a few days earlier, during Halloween, the fire department had borrowed a mummy prop. A little girl had said she didn't like the mummy's arm, so the firefighter yanked it off. To his shock, bugs crawled out of the arm because it wasn't a prop. It was a real corpse. The mummy was immediately taken away by the police, along with the severed arm. After investigation, the police discovered that the mummy had once been a wanted bank robber. The firefighter began to suspect he had been cursed, so he started looking into the man's past. The man, covered in blisters during his life, had been nicknamed Bubble Man. It was said that before he died, he cursed 6 of his former henchmen who had betrayed him, and all 6 had died under mysterious circumstances. One fell off a horse and broke his neck. One was crushed by a falling shelf. Another drowned without reason. Since then, the man's body had been loaned out to various places, and disasters followed. A newly opened store burned down within a week. A rodeo arena had a deadly stampede. A theme park was struck by a freak hurricane. All these strange events made the firefighter believe something truly evil was going on. The next day, he looked in his front-facing camera and saw several large blisters forming on his face. 3 days passed. The blisters didn't heal. They got worse. The firefighter started to believe he had really been cursed. Determined to get to the bottom of it, he went to the archives and uncovered the man's true cause of death. He hadn't been executed. He had been tied up and left to die under the desert sun by his own crew, just so they could collect the bounty on him. Following the advice of a local shaman, the firefighter prepared a ritual to calm the man's spirit. He took the severed arm to the cemetery and performed a ritual to bring peace to the soul. He returned the remains to the man's family. At the grave, he spoke sincerely, saying he hoped the man could rest in peace and no longer be forgotten. He also offered to be the man's companion, to walk him through his final journey, hoping it would lift the curse. The next day, something miraculous happened. The blisters on his face completely vanished. Even the shoulder he had injured in the fall was fully healed. The firefighter was finally able to return to a peaceful life.